What's up everyone? Today's video is going to be a reading vlog. I'm actually going to be reading Torn by Carian. I'm not gonna get it all done today. It's actually the evening, it's 6 o'clock. I'm about to make dinner. And so I wanted to start listening to this book. I do have it on Libby. I just cracked open this Bold Rock in the Copper Mule mug. So it's actually like vodka, 7.5% alcohol. Is very good. The first time of me trying it, but Bold Rock is like a local company, so you probably can't get this outside of Virginia. I'm not sure, but it's very good if you can find it. So Torn by Carian. This is a forbidden / age gap romance, I believe. My good friend Teresa actually sent this to me for my birthday because she wanted me to do a reading rec sent by you video, which is this series that I've been doing where you can like send in an actual recommendation of like a book that you want me to read. Most of the time people send a video format. She just sent me this book instead, and so I am so thankful to have this and be able to do this video. So this is about an 18-year-old, and she is falling in love with her father's best friend, my pseudo uncle, who is 15 years older than her. So I am very excited because like age gap taboo romances are my absolute favorites to read about. So I am not reading anything else. That's all I know about it. I'm just gonna go ahead and hop right in. Gonna put my headphones on. I'm cooking some dinner in my Instapot. I'm about to cut up a bunch of peppers, and we're gonna have sausage and a tomato sauce and this chickpea pasta. This one, it's actually pretty good. So yeah, I'm just gonna chill out and listen.
While I'm slowly heading back to my apartment, I'm not asking for your thoughts. I'm just thinking out loud in the darkness. Ooh, there's no point 'cause we both know.
I just got back from my third IUI. I didn't take you guys along because I feel like I've already shown that multiple times. It's the same thing over and over again. I do have to go to work today at 2 and it is 12:30. So I need to get ready for that. But let's talk about the book Torn. So last night, I was actually listening to the book while I was like making dinner and everything. But then my husband came home, and I have been watching the show Clickbait on Netflix, which is actually really good. I'm really loving it. And I also realized that I didn't have my steps in for the day. I'm actually in this like step bet thing. You have to like do your steps. You have, I think it's for the 7-day week, you get 1 free day. So like you could do 0 steps and that would be totally fine. And then you have to do 4 active days and 2 power days. And it bases this off of, I guess, just your history of steps. So because I was just lazy all summer, I actually have kind of the lower end of the steps. So my regular active day is like 7,000, I think like 7,200. Then my power day is like 9,500. And while I'm at work, like I have no problem getting those in. But on my days off, when I'm just like filming and editing, I'm hardly getting any steps. So I was actually off Thursday and Friday. Yesterday was Friday. And on Thursday, I didn't even realize it. I was like, I got the notification that was like, oh, you used up your free day. And I was like, oh no. So then yesterday I was going to take a walk, and then I ended up not. So instead it was 9 o'clock at night and I had to just walk laps around my kitchen. So I ended up, I would think I was at like 2,000 steps before I realized that I needed to hit the 7,200. So I ended up doing like 5,000 steps just walking around, and I was watching the show Clickbait. So I could have listened to my audiobook during that time, but I just really wanted to watch my show. And especially since I was mad that I didn't get my steps in earlier, I just decided to literally watch like a whole episode, get my steps in. I got them. I got my steps in though, so that was great. And I think the last time I checked, I am 33% or something like that. I am 36% in Torn. So I actually did make a good dent in it, and I am enjoying it so far. I do wish it was a little bit more slow burn like Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas, because I love, like, I don't know why, I love like age gap romances and when they're slow burn, because like, the oomph and everything, like it is just so good. And so we have, oh gosh, I don't even know if I remember these people's names. So like, I know the guy, like the pseudo uncle, his name is Tor. I don't know. I haven't actually like opened the book yet. And then the girl's name is Kenzie, I think. So Kenzie is 17 years old, and her like dad's friend, pseudo uncle person, is 15 years older than her. And it kind of flashes back and forth. Like it is between two POVs. So we have, you know, her POV as being Kenzie and then his, and it does do some flashbacks like when she was younger, when she was born, when she's like 5 years old. So it is kind of cool because you get to see like how Tor really has been like a uncle or second father figure to her, and her parents are actual like musicians. Her mom though died, I don't remember exactly how old she was when that happened, but her mom is dead. She only has her dad, but they are musicians. So like her pseudo uncle kind of raised her a lot from like when they went on tour and stuff. So like he would watch her. So she is portrayed as a good girl. I don't know if you like that type of stuff. Sometimes I find that depending upon how like the characters are portrayed, like I will or will not like a book. Thankfully, she's not one of those like, oh my gosh, I'm so quirky, you know, like that type of person. But she is a good girl. So like she is a virgin. She doesn't really want to go out and party, etc., etc. Sometimes I find those realistic and sometimes I don't. But for right now, it's actually pretty good. Now, I feel like it kind of jumped into her relationship with her uncle pretty quickly. Maybe it's just because I was listening to a bunch of it. And so I believe that the first like kind of fling romance thing between them probably happened around the 20% mark, which might be slow for other people, but I prefer it to happen like later on because I want all this tension to be brought up, you know what I mean? And I feel like it was like there was tension, okay? And the tension is my favorite part. I love it. Like I love that her uncle is like, I shouldn't do this. Like she's a child. I've like raised her, and she's like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't do this. Like he's an older man and he's like my uncle. I mean, not really, but like pseudo uncle. And I love that. I love the like back and forth of like, I'm sexually attracted to somebody, but I really shouldn't act on it. You know, I love that part. I don't know why. And so I just wish that I had a little bit more of that. But so far, it's been good. There are a lot of talk about like dogs. Like he is definitely a dog person, and she seems to be too. So if you are a dog person or you love like animals in books, I think that, you know, this would be a good book to pick up because it definitely has like the romance aspect, but also dogs in it, and they like save a dog together. That's actually where like one of their first romances comes into play, because they like saved a dog off the streets, and then they were like, yes, let's kiss. And I was like, that's a little weird. Like definitely saving a dog wouldn't do it for me, but hey, to each their own, all right? I do really like Tor, like the uncle, as a character, because, I mean, he does have like the soft spot for the dogs, but then he also like just has a really nice fatherly figure. Like he has been so great to Mackenzie, like while she's been growing up and all that kind of stuff. But I also see that his heart was kind of already broken because he was actually in a relationship with someone for 12 years and she actually was in love with someone else. And so that's like kind of cool to have that like kind of heartbroken moment. But I really like him as a person. He isn't like super moody or anything. This isn't like 50 Shades of Grey, you know, like he's moody or whatever. There are some slight moods to him, but most of like how he's depicted is like a really nice guy. And I have a thing for really nice guys, okay? I don't like hate to love romances. My own husband is like the nicest guy on the planet. Like you could not find a nicer guy than him. So nice guys really do it for me. So I am really liking him as like a character. So I think that also is helpful for me liking the book. That's pretty much all that has happened so far. Like, I mean, you know, there's not a whole bunch of like backstory yet. We're kind of being given the backstory. But you know, so far that's all that's been going on. Plus I am not putting spoilers in this video. So if something crazy did happen, I mean, I feel like in romances, there's not really that many spoilers because like you already know who people get with. But yeah, that's my thoughts so far. I think it's a decent book so far. We'll see if it gets like better. I am a little worried because it seems like a fairly long book. And right now I'm like, okay, so they've already like kind of gotten together. Like what's the rest of the book? You know what I mean? But I will keep you guys posted. It's actually getting really hot in my car because I had it off. And I need to finish up some stuff inside before I go to work. Hello. It is another day. I know I'm wearing the same shirt, but I have just been working so much that I literally wear this shirt like for 10 minutes out of the day before I have to put work clothes on or whatever else. But today is, what is today? Tuesday? Yeah, it's been a while. I have not read more in the book because I have just been at work like all weekend, all day yesterday. I did go to the chiropractor yesterday morning and that was my first time going. I've been having a lot of like lower back pain while sleeping, so I wanted to try and get that figured out. But I also wanted to fix my posture because I never stand up straight. Anyway, that is why now I am sitting outside of, I don't know what you would call it, but I have to get x-rays today because of like my chiropractor appointment yesterday. They just want to like check everything. So that's what I'm doing this morning. I don't have to go to work until 2 o'clock this evening and it's like 10:35. I don't know, like supposedly I'm just gonna walk in and hand them this piece of paper, but I might have to sit there for forever because I feel like all of my experiences with any type of doctor or hospital, I have to sit there for forever and I hate it. I did bring my book, but I mean like, how many of you have like book covers that are like this and you just like sit in public and read them? I don't know. I'll try and not like flash it to anybody, I guess. But if I have to sit there, I have my book so that I can read a little bit. Otherwise, I just really hope that this is fast. And then I'll try and listen to some of my book today. But I also have to edit a video and you know, I'm on limited time before work. So we will see what happens. I don't know. I really need to get this video done though because pretty sure it's supposed to be up like tomorrow, but probably not gonna happen. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hello. Okay, so I am heading to work now. So the chiropractor or the x-rays actually didn't take like super long, but then when I got home, I edited a video for my main channel, which is my updated curly girl method. And then I did sit down and read a little bit, but I don't really have an update. I'm about, I guess like 41% into the book, but I don't really have anything to talk about other than what I've already updated you guys on because I didn't get to read that much. But I am taking the book with me, so maybe I can read more on my break. And then if not, I am gonna try and read tomorrow morning after my appointments and before I go to work again. I am just busy, let me tell you guys. Hello, it has been a very busy day today. I am off. And this is my first update for this video, but I actually have been filming a day in the life over on my main channel. So anyway, did a bunch of fall shopping. I did a lot of stuff, and if you wanna go see that, it is already up on my main channel. I'll link it up above for you guys because you're actually gonna see a lot more than in this vlog. I'm getting ready now to sit down and start relaxing and read more of Torn. But I just got my new MacBook in the mail. So I am about to unbox it, to start setting it up, to start learning it, because I've never had a MacBook before. And I'm going to listen to my audiobook while I do that. So my husband is about to be home, and I am 81% into Torn. And there actually hasn't been that many updates because, I mean, it's a romance book and the majority of it is just filled with sex scenes. And I'm just not a huge fan of a bunch of sex in my romance books. Like, I want there to be more than that. I feel really bad saying this, but Tor really loves animals, and he helps his mom like with an animal shelter and stuff. And there are a lot of like stories about that. And not that I don't like animals, like obviously I have a pug, but animals aren't my favorite thing ever. It's like people that don't really like babies. I love babies, don't really like animals. Other people are the opposite. And so I really love reading books that have like babies or children in them, whereas I don't really like this because it's very animal focused. There's a lot of sex, and honestly, not a lot is happening. Right now, Kenzie's dad still doesn't know about her relationship with Tor. Also, I did find out that her mom isn't actually dead. She's just in a coma. Like, she's been in a coma for years after a car accident. So she's not dead. That was wrong that I said that earlier. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and finish this book tonight, but probably, like, that was a lie. I don't even know why I said that. It's probably not gonna happen because my husband's coming home soon, and I know that if there's a new Hell's Kitchen, I know we're going to watch that. And if not that, I'm probably gonna be playing on my MacBook and trying to figure out how to edit and stuff via Final Cut Pro. But yes, so far it's just not something I am loving. I don't see myself loving it at the end either. Right now it's sitting at a 3-star, unfortunately, but I could definitely see how people like it if they love the smut romance. I'm just not that type of person, and not that being that type of person is a bad thing. It's just not me. And so yeah, that's why. By the way, this lighting is nice, and my new sweater. Just finished, and I'm still going to just rate it a 3-star. So nothing really else happened other than obviously like people are gonna get mad about the relationship, so that's like, you know, what I thought was going to happen. But then the epilogue is just, you know, like every single other epilogue ever, where everything is perfectly fine and it's like all these years later, whatever. Pretty sure I'm just gonna rate it a 3. You know, I like the age gap taboo romance part. That's pretty much the only thing that was really going for me. I don't know, maybe I should rate it, I don't know, because like it's not a bad book. It's just not something that I kept wanting to pick up. I mean, even though I was busy at work, like this took me, I think, like a week to read or listen to. Yeah, I don't know, like it just, there wasn't as much oomph. I also felt that it was too long for a romance book. The characters weren't that bad, honestly. Like for a romance novel, I feel like I definitely did like the characters more than I have in other romance books. But I think maybe just romance is just very, very, very hit or miss for me, because the basic formula of we already know who, you know, the person is that they're going to choose. We know it's going to be a happily ever after. We know there's going to be some type of predicament in there, you know, at the 3/4 mark where you wonder if they're going, like, you know, they're breaking up, whatever. I mean, it's like every romance novel is forever and ever like that. And I guess because I'm a thriller reader, I just expect to be shocked. Like, even though thrillers have a sort of similar formula. You know, there are times where you're shocked. There are times where like it's a different synopsis. There are times where it's like out of the ordinary. And I feel like with romance, it's not really that way. So pretty much this book was about Kenzie, who 17, she turns 18 in the book. She has been raised by her father's friend, Tor, for the majority of their life because her parents were musicians. And Tor actually was a musician, but he dropped out in order to like help watch Mackenzie at a young age. And then car accident, her mom has been in a coma this whole entire time. So it's just really like her and her dad. And then right just a few months before she turns 18 is when she starts kind of having a romantic relationship with Tor. So it is sort of underage, but also sort of not, because like they have like one kiss encounter and then she moves away for the summer and turns 18. So it's not like they actually had sex when she was under 18. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole story. Like I said, lots of pets involved because Tor works for an animal shelter. That's about it. That's literally the whole entire book. I don't know, maybe I'll read a 2-star. I'm so bad. I feel so like mean for doing that because it's not like it was that bad of a book, but I'm definitely not going, like I think this is a series and I'm definitely not gonna read the series, like no. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, so sorry that it wasn't the book for me, but I am excited to read more books and have more reading vlogs for you guys that I hopefully will like the books in. So I'll see you guys in another video soon.